Hey guys, welcome back to the Enlightened Logger channel. Today on Adventures with the Junkyard crew, me and Ty are going to be working on some firewood this morning. We've got some orders to fill, and we've got trying to work out some details of getting some more of this product moved. It's still kind of new to us here anyway, as far as being in this market, and trying to massage this layout of wood, just basically going on the ground and then having to scoop it up from there and not get all the debris and crap in it. So I'm gonna put you on the helmet cam. I'm gonna swap the chain out so you guys get to see me do that, and then we're gonna get to work. So it definitely is starting to feel a little bit more like firewood season anyway. It's about, probably 55 or so right now. Still kind of early in the morning. As you can see, the sun's still a little low in the sky, but I'm gonna get up to about 70 or a little better today, which will be nice. Nice sunny day. So first thing I'm doing here is taking a 7/8 ratchet. I'm gonna loosen these guys up. Just enough to make the bar be able to slide. This slack adjuster here is 11 millimeter. At least that's what I use. It's not necessarily what you have to do. I think 11 millimeter, I think, is 7/16. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Get this guy out of here while we're here. Well, I'm just gonna loosen them up just a little bit here by hand so I can slide this back. You can see all this oily sawdust here. Get it slid back here so I can walk the chain off. I like to hang my chains here. That way I can reach them and I'm not fumbling around, trying to reach down there, and they're already, in pretty good position for me. These, unfortunately, we have to do on the grinder. I mean, I prefer to sharpen by hand, but this just wouldn't be efficient to try and do hand filing up here. So we take them off and we run them on the grinder. Walk it on here. Tighten it up a little bit. I snug it up a little bit with my fingers, make sure it's okay. Run it a little bit, make sure there's nothing bound or pinched or any of that. And then I'll crank it back down. I typically run this pretty snug, only because I don't want the chain coming off, and as long as it's lubed up good, I don't have any reason to leave it somewhat slack. I know some guys run their chains on their saws pretty slack. I've never been one of those guys. I always run them fairly snug, if not borderline tight. I don't like my chain spinning off, and I've always in those situations where it seemed to want to kick off. Cut and brush and in the thick stuff. So got the chain on. If there's a better way to do it, I've yet to find it. I've always just found that climbing right up into that chamber is the easiest, but you definitely have to be careful because these guys are super sharp. Timberwolf did a good job at getting those cut, so that they really do a heck of a job on the splitting process. So we're going to start the conveyor up, get that warmed up, get the machine warmed up here. Everything else is pretty well ready to go. Check the oil just I don't know, 2 days ago before I ran that single deck through, and then just added bar oil, so everything's good on the machine. As you can see, we're up to 225 hours, so I'm not too far from the 250-hour review I promised you guys. This should be full still. from a couple of days ago. Yeah, that's in good shape. Honda, first pull, almost every time. Shut the choke off, run that up. Now we're ready to get going. It'll only be maybe about half hour or so I'll be losing this sweatshirt, because that sun is warm here. It's one thing I absolutely love about processing or working down here is it warms up quick and you're not fighting with the cold all day long. So I'm gonna put the helmet cam on now, or the helmet on, I mean, over the camera. Make sure you can still see good, and we're gonna get to work. Sweatshirt already. Already getting too warm. the way red oak splits. Man, does it split nice.
That's a pretty common scene this time of year. Ants all in the wood. cut the short one first, leave the full length one up there. That way it doesn't teeter on me. Larger diameter stuff, you cannot make any time. You get good yield, but your time sucks. But bake with the flour we have. Probably 5 to 6 decks worth or so. I'm going to spin you around here. that's what we've got done so far. It's almost lunchtime now, so I'm gonna shut everything down for a bit, grab some lunch, and then come back and do some cleanup. Most of this is red oak. There's some white oak and I think some pin oak in there, so it splits real nice. It's going to take a while to dry, but it is kind of breezy out here on the landing because we're pretty open, and it's sunny as well, so that'll help. I mean, that stuff got gray in a matter of just a few months, so going to be panning around here. Got all of that cleaned up that was over there. That's just small debris and garbage, and this is what we've got left that we could process. Like I said, there's a double pile here. I'm gonna say there's probably somewhere in the vicinity of 50 to 60 face sitting here total, give or take. So that'll take us a little bit to get through, but we've got a heck of a good start here. Like I said, I'm pretty confident we made the largest producer in upstate South Carolina already. There's a lot of small dealers around that do firewood this time of year, but they can't produce the kind of volume we can. As far as I know, there's no processors in the area. Most everybody's still using a hydraulic log splitter, which, as you can see, is a heck of a lot slower. We're doing a great job here. The junkyard crew strikes again, so I'll keep you guys updated and posted as to what's going on. And we have a beautiful sunny day here to work, so we're going to keep at it, and I'll show you at the end of the day how we made out. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I was on my way to do a knuckle boom pickup for a company, a partner company of ours, and I got a call to this emergency job. We got a tree on a house here, so I apologize for the awkward angles and stuff. Tippers in the background is pretty loud. I'm gonna take some pictures here and show you what this looks like. As you can see, it's laying across the top of the house. We got damage here. Butt end of the trees just kind of hanging up in the air. That's the back side of the house. So this is what it looks like at the back view. I'm gonna get the knuckle boom back through here next to that crepe myrtle and provide some support. They're gonna throw a rope in the front there. We're gonna try and take this off primarily by hand and with the knuckle boom. We might end up having to get a hold of the crane company and have them come out. But this is DBH. It's probably a 19 or 20-inch red oak hanging off that house. So I'm going to keep you guys in the loop here, show you what's going on. That's what it looks like from the front. All that hanging off the front of the house. Alright guys, so I'm back. I've got the knuckle boom back corner of the house. As you can see, I'm looking right at it. We're going to start by taking some of the weight off of the lower portion of where the stump is, and we're gonna cut our way up a little bit, and I'm going to provide support. I'm just going to hang on to it so it doesn't want to slide or walk over the roof, and he's going to have it roped off up there. This is pretty crazy view though of what's going on. You see that up there. We got some broken off limbs here. I noticed some up here as well that we're gonna have to prune out when we're done, but the primary objective obviously is getting this tree off the house, because it is about to start getting crazy here. We're not too far away from the remnants of the hurricane. right, so what you're gonna try and do is take off like 3 or 4 feet. So you start up with a bottom cut like we did here, and then come down on the top. Oh yeah, yeah. You only need a 20-inch rail. May not be sharp enough, but it's big enough. Almost through. Just watch that hitting the ground and rolling back to you, all right? Because you're downhill of that. That was good. That's not a bad thing. One more time. There you go. All right, Ray, did that change much of anything out there? So, Ray, he took some of that weight off. It didn't seem to change much of anything. So, probably have you go up on the roof and see if you can cut off some so I can lift the rest of this log off. Okay. Let me see how far up I can reach too while we're doing it. It better be. I don't think so. To be honest with you, it's as I'm looking at this, I can't reach much further, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's as far as I can reach. Okay, that sucks. No, it's got to be cut up high. It's got to be cut off up closer to the roof line. because he can't reach much more, honestly, from the ground. You know what I mean? He can only reach maybe another couple feet word. And that's, yeah, I think I'd rather have you cut it from up there, but I just reached out to see how far I could reach, Ray, and I can only get like maybe 8 feet down from your blue rope. That's how far I can reach. So once we take the majority of this trunk off, I'm out, you know what I mean? Unless I go to the front. I know we can get a lot of the weight off, you know, when you cut that piece of the trunk off, but
Okay guys, due to the massive amount of content I have from the remainder of this day, I'm going to go ahead and split it up into 2 videos. I'm going to stop here and then I'm going to start almost, you know, where we left off in this scenario, because this took quite a bit longer than we anticipated, and a lot of it had to do with the inexperience of both myself and the majority of the rest of the crew. The crew leader that was up on the roof, Ray, has quite a bit of experience, but unfortunately most of his ground guys did not have a lot of experience. So we're trying to give them instructions and have them you know, provide support, but they just really didn't know what to do. So it was kind of a balancing act, kind of a juggling act. And then the other thing you'll see in the video coming up is the truck really got to the point where it didn't like it anymore. I was holding on to it for way too long, holding on to way too much weight, and we didn't have a solid plan. So the end result worked out okay, but not great.